Welcome to Real Girl Talk Podcast Radio. Welcome back to Real Girl Talk Podcast Radio. I am your host, Sherry Ricard. I am a medical professional, author, adversity recovery specialist, and co-founder of Silver Lining Wellness Company. I love sharing my faith and bringing you fascinating guests, Friday Fire messages, thinking outside the box, sharing ideas for business, beauty, and lifestyle abundance, and always committed to keeping it real. Now let's level up and let's dive in. Hello, my beauties. Welcome back to Real Girl Talk Podcast Radio. If no one's told you lately how gorgeous you are, let me just tell you, you are beautiful. And speaking of beauties, I have the gorgeous inside and out Amber Nichole Miller as my guest today. Not only is she the fiancé of the former UFC champion Tito Ortiz, she is a passionate child advocate, beauty slayer, and dream team mentor. She's all about family, faith, and freedom. And she is sharing with us her skin and hair secrets, how she turned that into a lucrative business, and how you can too.
Hello, Miss Amber. How are you?
I am amazing. How are you?
I'm doing well. I told you before we started recording that you're absolutely gorgeous, and we're going to find out all your secrets on this episode. So
yes,
I know everybody will be ready to hear from you. And then you had to correct me a little bit on the pronunciation of the products that you use, because I'm in South Louisiana, and anything that's spelled M-O-N-A-T is Monet in the South.
Yes.
Or at least down here in Cajun country, that is Monet, which is not the way you pronounce it. So I want you to just kind of tell us a little bit about the company and how you found it, because you have a lifelong history, right, of modeling, and
Yes.
You've kind of been out there, and so you know what works, you know what doesn't work, and you're not afraid to share it. So I noticed that on Instagram. That's why I was attracted to you, because you're just very real in saying, you know what, my brows are really good, so all I do is brush them. And I thought that was so funny. I was like, well, first of all, I'm jealous of her brows, but it's great that you're not trying to sell some product on your brows when they're your flipping brows, you know? So I think because you're so authentic in what you use and what really works and what doesn't, then people are attracted to that, because we like to buy from people that we trust. Right.
Yes.
And when they trust you, they get to know you and they like you. And we buy from people that we like, know, and trust. So tell someone, kind of give you the floor a little bit, because I'm learning and I'm excited to learn. Tell us a little bit about this company. You've only been involved for just under a year, and how it's going, because you've made it very successful in a short period of time. And we're all looking for new revenues, especially things that like this that work. So take it away. Tell us a little bit about it and how you founded this company, or where how you found it.
Yes. Well, Monat kind of made its way into my life. I've had the same hairstylist since 2008. She's a good friend of mine. I go literally to Las Vegas to have my hair done, because she's like the only person I trust with my hair. And she would just use the product on me. She would send me home with like a blowout cream or whatever it may be. She never really asked me. And she later told me, actually, I was on her chicken list, because she was afraid to ask me, but she knew I would do good at it.
That's funny. Here's her chicken list.
Yeah, I was her chicken list. I was like, I don't have a chicken list. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. I'm one of those people who's like, oh, what's the worst that could happen? And I'm just going to say no. I'm like, I'm not worried about it. But yeah, and like you, I called it Monet for probably 6 months, until I was told, listen, it's Monat, because it stands for modern nature. So I fixed that, how I say it now. And again, I didn't sign on and start talking about it right away, because I plan to be authentic in everything I do. And when I'm on Instagram and my social media, I really do. I bring it authentic. I will cry on there. I will be, I'll show you my mom's side and my stress side, and I'll show you a little bit of everything. And I wanted it to be something that I could talk about, but I actually used. I use it and I believe in it. And so when I got my package, I just, I bought a package that was called the Success Pack. And that's like the ego in me. I'm like, I need success. Like, I'm going to get the success. And it has, hair, skin, and wellness in it. And I was like, perfect. Then I can try everything. And if I love it, it will be easy to talk about.
Right.
And so for the first couple of weeks, I just tried them out. And when I would like something, I would talk about it. in my first month, I had 2 people write to me and be market partners. I just knew them through Instagram. One was a guy, one was a girl. And then my 2 VIPs was my neighbor and my mom. And I was like, I already made back the money for that package. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, this is a business. Because really, I think a lot of people go into this thinking, well, I'm going to get great discount on all natural, non-toxic products that are vegan. They're certified clean. People like yourself, where you have those autoimmune issues. I have a girlfriend who is one of my market partners. She had it all tested by her nutritionist, and he said, no, it's all clean. You can use everything. Nice. So you won't have any adverse reactions. And most people have reactions to animal protein, and we have nothing in our products. We have no filler. We have no silicone. We have no toxins. It's completely vegan. It's cruelty free. And it's actually Leaping Bunny cruelty free. These are like huge sellers for me. I'm like vegan, cruelty free, made in America. Boom. All 3 of those are like top on my list. And we all know that we should be buying American products anyway, because guess what? They don't get stuck on ships and they make it to your house.
Right.
So, when I started, I was optimistic on the products because I knew I liked 1 or 2 of the products already, and then fell in love. And it was so easy to talk about. And really it became like a venture of love. I wanted to share these amazing products, change people's lives, and, get moms like myself where I had sort of lost my identity. Mm. When I moved out to be with Tito, I sold everything I owned. I quit my job, and I was just modeling here and there. But in California, again, the entertainment tax is ridiculous. It's not even worth taking a modeling job. Yeah. You make $2,000 and you walk with, 800. I'm like, how is this possible? This is insanity.
That is
so. I was like, it's not even worth my time to drive all the way up to LA, do a fitting, all the way back down. It's like, an hour or 2 back and forth. When I saw that this is really a moneymaker and that I could change people's lives and then build a team of people who also just need something that makes them feel like they've got a place. It opens doors to have communication with women. I've never been in any company in my life where everybody in the company, nobody is in competition with you. Everybody wants to see you win. Everybody will answer a question. Everyone is cheering you on. It really warmed my heart, because quite frankly, I'm like, there's no business like that, especially a predominantly woman-run business. If you've got a lot of women, you're probably not going to have, the most comfortable situation. I mean, I've worked in modeling my whole life. I've worked in customer development in nightclubs. That's predominantly women. And there's so much cattiness and there's so much competition, because it's all for one. You're out for yourself. You're trying to make more money than everybody else, and you're in competition with everybody else. In this business, you are your own CEO. And then you build a team who looks up to you and looks for your leadership. And then you've got to shine. You got to shine your best shine, right. and really make it, consistent. And, you've got to make it duplicatable. And that was really fun for me, because I've always felt like very motherly. I'm the oldest of my family. I've got 2 sisters and 2 brothers. And I've always felt like, I always had to kind of shield people right. and protect people, and really like make sure that they got the best of everything. So in this business, it's so awesome, because when I get that opportunity and I have a new, partner in my Monat business, I get to, show them the way and coach them and train them, and then really watch them shine and celebrate their small wins and celebrate their huge wins.
That's
nice. And, in my first 5 months, I earned a trip to Punta Cana, fully paid for Tito and I. And it was freaking amazing. It was a all-inclusive trip. They paid for our flight and our hotel and, all of our meals. And nice. I was like, whoa, this can happen. And then I earned 2 more trips, one to Miami, which is next month, and then the Las Vegas reunion. And I earned my Cadillac. And that was all within 10 months.
Wait, I'm going to ask you real quick.
Yeah.
When are you going to Miami?
We're going to Miami. So it was supposed to be the end of this month, and they moved it to the end of February. So I will be there the 24th through the 27th.
We're leaving the 21st.
You're like, right before.
We're going to the Miami International Boat Show the 17th through the 21st. My husband's wanted to go for years. So I was like, let's book it. Let's go. Dang it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to miss you. I'm just going to miss you. But
You're
no,
just missing
keep
us.
telling us, because this is interesting. So you're going to go on a trip to Miami now. That's awesome.
Yeah. So earned it, and that's a leadership experience. So that's for all the leaders, which has been really cool, because to be considered a leader so early in my career and to talk to some of the people that have been doing this business and are $1 million earners. I just talked to one yesterday and she said, only one of my team got the leadership experience to go to Miami. And I was like, 2 of my team did. And I've only been doing this for 11 months now. Like, that's really cool. Like to think that, I'm like, I feel like I'm keeping up with the big boys. And I'm like,
right.
I've got this, this, if I can stay consistent and I can keep building my team up and getting them excited about all of the perks that come with this business. Best part of this is the gratitude side of it is changing people's lives, is changing people's hair. Even when you're, what were you talking about? Psoriasis, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about hair.
Yeah.
Again, we have a product that heals your scalp. It heals all of your follicles. Wow. It is like our 101, it has 101 uses. It's amazing. And that is the product that's in all of the products that help with hair growth, with density increase in your hair. You can put it on your cuticles. You can put it on your face. You can do an oil treatment on your scalp, put it on your lips. It helped me actually get rid of a sunburn. I got fried during a video commercial, and I put it all over myself that night. And the next day my sunburn was gone. So I'm like, these products really do show up and do what they say. And you get that taboo of people are always so quick to go, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. And I have to stop them and say, first, a scheme. Let's just break down scheme. Scheme is something that is over-delivered or under-delivered and over-promised. That's not money. They tell you what you're getting, you get that. There is no, there is no, oh, we promise that this is going to make your hair grow. They don't promise that, but they say, if you are consistently using these products and you're not using any other products and you're eating clean, your body is going to clean out those old follicles and you're going to start growing new hair. But you got to be consistent. To have have a company be able to say that. I mean, they give a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. No company does that. Literally, you could return empty bottles and get all your money back if you don't like it. Which I'm like, okay, if you have empty bottles, how do you not like it?
Right.
But they have less than a 1% return rate. For a company to stand behind 100% money back guarantee and have less than a 1% return rate, that tells you all you need to know about these products and to have them be so clean. But jumping back to the pyramid part of it, bring up Donald Trump. He said, every company is a pyramid. Every company.
It is.
You can say that it's not, but every company is a pyramid. They all have an owner. They have a CEO, the CFO, the COO. You have managers, you have employees, then you have mailroom, and you have, drivers, and it's all a pyramid. Everything inevitably is a pyramid. So for people to get so wrapped up on that idea, oh, MLM is a pyramid, I'm like, so is everything. Everything is. Unless you work for yourself solely, you have no people working for you, no people helping you, then you're right. Then that's not a pyramid.
Well, if you think about it though, Amber, I mean, even affiliate marketing is a pyramid, right? Because I know people have paid me to use their product, do an ad sponsorship on the show. Now, I don't accept all sponsors. I don't create ads for all sponsors that request it, because the first thing that I do when I have an agent that handles all of our sponsorship for the show. And when they want me to promote a product and now, if they just want me to talk about the product, that's different. But a lot of times they want me as the host to give a personal review on top of the commercial ad that they send. And I'm like, hold up, if you want me to give a personal review, I need something to review. So yes, they'll send me products, and I'll welcome all the products in the world that you want to send to me for free. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to use your product and I'm going to like the product. So I know that people that listen to the ad sponsors on my show, if I tell you, oh my gosh, I've used this is awesome, then it does. I mean, I had heat holders, was just to give you an example, during the winter months. It was like November-ish, which is winter months here, right? But they sent me a ton of socks and all this. we're not going to use that down here unless we go skiing, but I
Right.
might use the socks at night. I'm telling you, the heat holders, best socks, hands down, keep your feet warm. They have 3 different level socks. They sent them to me and I use them because I wear socks at night on my feet because I hate cold feet, right? And so, I promote that. And I talk about that on the show because it's a legit product. But like you said, any affiliate marketing, that's multi-level. Somebody's making money, right? So I'm making money off the people that buy the product, and they're making money off the fact that I promoted the product, and that is multi-level marketing. I'm in the medical business industry. I've been in healthcare for over 25 years. Guess what? When I sell a product, the regional manager makes a cut of my commission.
Right.
And so does the area manager, and so does the VP. So corporate America is multi-level marketing.
Everything.
So I don't know what the issue is about that. Because
it's so strange that people have that stigma. Like they act like I'm a Tupperware salesperson. I'm like, listen, like if you don't like it, then you don't have to sell it. Right. That's the thing. And here it is it's either going to change you or it's not. Right. And, it's not a one size fits all. No business is a one size fits all. But who doesn't? First, why wouldn't you want multiple streams of income? If you have a chance to be making multiple streams of income from your cell phone, having the availability to work from home, I'm able to run multiple businesses online. I homeschool our kids right now because they cannot go to these horrible schools.
Yeah.
And I have time for it all. And why wouldn't you? You literally are getting paid to wash your hair and moisturize your skin, which you do anyway.
Right.
And you just talk about it and you make money off of it. There's no easier way. I'm like, if you're a woman and you've got hair and you care about your skin, why not get paid for it?
Right. So they have there's 2 different types of products. Well, I mean, you have several products, but 2 as far as hair and then skin. They don't have cosmetics. This is more of a skincare, correct?
Well, we also have hair care, skincare, wellness, and our wellness is like greens, collagen, energy sticks, protein, pre and probiotic, and an immune support supplement. They're all natural. Yeah. And then we also have a men's line, we have a kids line, and we have pets.
Very cool. See, that's one thing that my husband and I are considering because we launched Silver Lining CBD, our formula, cruelty-free.
Yes.
In America. The whole thing, yes, the hemp is grown in Colorado and our factory is in Texas. I mean, you can't get any more USA than that, right?
100%. I'm from Colorado, so I get that all day.
And it is. It's 100% natural. It's not weed. It is CBD. And for people that are still confused, you can go to my website, silverliningwellnesscompany.com, and I have all the education in the world. But I will tell you that I completely understand about all natural products because I'm sold on CBD. I have chronic back issues. I take it every day and it gets me through the day. I have been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder since 2007 when my son passed away, and it really does work. So I'm all about natural products, the cruelty-free and made in the USA. We're still going to Walmart.
Well, and
it all comes from China.
Well, as an American, first and foremost, we should be keeping our American dollar in American pockets, first and foremost. Secondly, if you are not looking to nature at this point for everything, right, then you are missing the mark and you're missing the point because you are literally toxifying your entire home, your children, your pets, yourself. I'm so steadfast on really looking to nature. We fresh juice every single week. I order all my stuff from a local farmer. Literally our produce comes in, it still has mud on it. But you have to think about the benefits of doing that outside of, buying all this processed food and stuff that's already been sprayed with chemicals, and even your laundry detergent and your skincare, all of these things. Your skin is the biggest organ on your entire body. If you are putting toxins on your skin, you're going to absorb those things. Right. And that's why when people, they're like, oh, it's not a big deal. And I'm like, but it is. You don't realize, that big sexy hair you like spraying on your hair, it's full of freaking toxins.
Right.
So you're going to absorb that into your scalp and into your body. Your scalp actually ages faster than any of your skin, which is strange to me. I was like, I was reading that and I'm like, but your hair protects it, but it doesn't,
No, it
because
doesn't.
your hair is basically waste from your body pushing it out.
Right.
But it can, it can be healthier and it can work, be healthy. But your scalp is, you got to take care of it. If it's
You do.
aging faster than your face skin and the rest of your skin, I would hate to see, my scalp shaved head or something.
Right. And I mean, there's a reason why we wear hats on the beach. It's not just to shade our face.
Yeah,
Right. It's actually to protect our scalp. I mean, you'll see a lot of women
absolutely.
that are still wearing hats, and yes, they're stylish and trendy and all of that. But the purpose of the hat is not to just look good or shade your
Right.
face, it's to protect your scalp. And I
Yeah.
truly believe that because I told you, as I have aged, I have developed a small patch of psoriasis in the back of my hair. And I have to put a prescription liquid on it just to keep it from itching. It's a small little area.
Right.
It hasn't grown. It just came out of nowhere, which I can relate to a probably breast implant illness like
Right.
I've
I'm
done
going to send
before.
you Rejuvenate oil right away so you don't have to use that medication. I'm like,
Yeah, and
let's
I
get
don't
you
want
all
to use it.
natural.
I don't want to use it. I want to be able to
Yeah,
use something, in my hair that's going to help my scalp. And I'm huge
absolutely.
on skincare. I'm in my 50s and I
Well,
am
you look
not,
fantastic. Oh
well,
my goodness.
thank you. I am not going to grow old gracefully. I don't have to because I don't want to.
Right.
So, I told my husband, I'm going to do things. I'm not going to go get surgery and all this stuff.
Right.
I just feel like 10 years down the road that I want to. And if I do, then I will.
Right.
But right now, there are things that I can do to keep my skin looking healthy. And I do get a lot of compliments because I'm 56. I'll be 57
Yeah.
this year. Okay. My daughter's
Oh my gosh.
34. So, I am to the point now where for the last, since I was 16, I've taken care of my skin.
Yeah.
We were talking about all groups of women. I mean, Amber, I grew up in the pageant system. Okay. You want to talk about
Oh
caddy?
yeah. I did a few pageants. Yeah.
I grew up in, yeah, where they
Yeah.
accidentally spill nail polish on your dress before you walk out on stage. Yeah, I've seen
Right.
that. Yeah, it hasn't been done to me personally, but I've seen it done. So I totally get it. It's really nice when you
Yeah.
can have that group of women that want to cheer each other on. Why we don't all do
Yes.
that in our lives anyway, I don't
Yeah.
understand, but that's just society. That's how we are. I truly am interested in these products, and I know there are people that are listening that are too, because you get to a point where you're like, I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried this. It's like a hodgepodge of things and
Yes.
nothing works. And so if you can sample something, maybe you don't want to be a part of the company as far as recruiting and building a team.
Right.
You could still have a product that works really well for you,
Yes.
and you can still get that product. You don't actually have to join the company to get the product.
Right.
So tell us a little bit
Absolutely.
about that. Like, what
Sure.
are the steps to get involved and how do you build a team?
Absolutely. So, well, there are three options. Obviously, you can buy retail and you're going to be paying that full price, which I don't think anyone really wants to do.
No.
But the products are worth every penny. I would be hard pressed to say that I've tried so many different products and I've done lots of skin treatments. This product makes me so happy because everything has its own benefit and they work with every skin type, which I love.
Nice.
You can become a VIP customer, and a VIP customer always gets 15 to 30% off of retail price. It's a one-time $20 membership fee, $19.99 membership fee. And then you have to buy every 30 to 60 days. So it's not an auto ship, and you pick what's in your basket and you get it every 30 to 60 days, which is great. I mean, to have that option. And the basket has to be $84 for your free shipping. A great thing about that is that we have sales nearly every Friday. So if there's a sale that you're like, wait, I want this, 3 items for $50 like we just had, you just push your basket up further, and the system will allow you to keep pushing it forward. That's what I really love about this, is that you're not stuck. Like, people get so worried, oh, I can't buy every month. I'm like, you're not required to. You're not even required to buy every other month. You can literally push it around and just get product when you need it. It's just, convenient if you have something that you like if you want to supplement every 30 days. Well, you put that on your flex ship so that you're getting that supplement every 30 days so that you never miss out on, that supplement that you want. Or, if you really like the eye cream, or if you're going to run out of your favorite conditioner or shampoo, you move those into your basket. And then becoming a market partner, This actually has come really easy to me, is recruiting people, because I want to share the excitement. I want to share how fun this is, how fun it is to talk about, and how fun it is to change people's life. Not only are the products on every single mark that are important to me, they show up and they do what they say, but you get such a cool sisterhood. I mean, I talk to women all over this company, all like up to the $5 million earners, and just see their, what they've done, and they've changed their lives. One's husband was a fireman and they have small children, and she got to retire her husband in 4 years. Yeah. That's substantial. And that's exciting that is a possibility if you work the business. And to become a market partner, you buy a package that is like pre-packaged with all the items, and you get 60% discount off that package. You're getting, I believe, 6 to 7 products for $199. Wow. That's really cheap. So you're getting all of those products for right now. You can actually, this is a really good deal. You get 6 products with your package, and then you get an additional $200 worth of products for free because they're giving away a booster pack. Wow. So you're getting all that to start a business. One of the biggest parts of this is there's zero quota. You're not expected to do anything. Right. You don't have to meet a quota. You don't even have to sell anything, although you would want to so that you can make money, but you have no quota. You have no inventory. So you never have to keep.
You can use the products yourself. I mean,
Exactly. Well, and this is what I say to people. I'm like, listen, if you want the bigger discount, because as a market partner, you get a 30 to 60% discount always. And you order whenever you want. And then you have the potential to make money if you'd like to. And when you refer your friends, they can also make money. So those kinds of things are definite pluses. And you literally have no other fee until your year anniversary, which mine is February 1st. And it's $50. Wow. And they say, hey, do you still want to do this business? For $50, you can still do this business.
That is really cool.
It's game changing.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the skincare line, because I know that I didn't get to watch the whole thing on Instagram because I've been following you for a while. And then I saw something that popped up and I was like, okay, let me watch this real quick. And then I got interrupted. So I didn't get to see the whole thing, but you started with, this is what I put in the morning. So walk us through some of the skincare products and what they actually do for us, especially those of us that are in our 40s and 50s and pushing. I know people that are pushing their 40 mark and they think
I'll be 45 this year. I'm like
going off the edge of the earth. I'm like, dude, wait till you're 50. I'm like, come on, man. If I could go back to 40, it's like, yeah, that'd be like cool days for me, right?
So seriously, I know everyone's like, if you could be 20, I was like, no. I was like, I had the most fun and the craziest life in my 30s, but in my 40s, I'm like settled in. I love it. I love being in my 40s. I am more confident. I have better skin. I feel like I look better than I've ever looked, and my body is even better because you just train different. You train smart when you're older, and you use the skin products that work instead of buying the fads. And that's why people get so pigeonholed into skincare. They're like, I have to buy this $160 stem cell cream sold with, placenta in it. And I'm like, no, you don't. You don't. I'm like, literally, you're not doing any good by putting these, because they all have fillers. They all have other things in them. They all have silicone. And a lot of people have silicone allergies, especially people with autoimmune disease. But they don't even think about it because there's so many products with those kind of fillers in them. Yeah. The skincare, I always start with the revitalizing essence. It's basically like a tonic water. Everything on our line, though, smells like fruits. So they smell so good, like sweet. So the tonic water smells a bit like, if I had to pick a smell, I'm like, it's got a little bit of a mango after smell. Nice. And I put that on, that kind of seals your pores. And then we have so many products, like I change it up. So we have a C Radiant serum, which is our vitamin C serum. I'll do that for the daytime. And then I will do a daytime moisturizer and the under eye cream. The Eye Smooth under eye cream is a game changer. Everyone says, well, it smells a bit funny. And I said, it's because it's packed with natural collagen. So it's going to smell funny, but it's going to work. And it's going to seal those fine lines under your eyes. And I actually put it on my lips too. And it hydrates them because I get super habitually dry lips. Nice. So I put those on. And then they've got a great cleanser. And we've got a full skincare line for every type of skin. So we've got one called Be Gentle, and that's for anybody who would be very sensitive skin or prone to breakouts. Mm-hmm. Then we have Be Balanced, which is what I use, and I'm combination skin. Sometimes I'm oily, sometimes I'm dry. Most of the time it's pretty normal. And then we have a Be, what's that?
I said, I call it seasonal skin because that's what mine does.
Totally. That's what it is. It just chooses what it wants to be.
Exactly.
And then we have a Be Purified, which is for somebody who tends to be a lot oilier. So it'll help keep them less oily. Yeah. But there's so many amazing products. We even have our own version of a retinol, and it's called Bacachillo oil, and it's amazing. And I put that on at night. I let it sit before I put on my night cream, and the night cream is called Night Haven, and that one smells like peaches. It smells so good. But we really have outdone ourselves, especially we've got a new line, a hydration line, which has a hyaluronic acid serum, which is really nice for sealing. I put that actually into my foundation, or I put it on first, and it seals your pores, and then you put on your foundation. Everything goes on so nice and smooth.
So is it kind of like a primer then?
A little bit, yeah, because hyaluronic acid is a extreme hydration. So what you're doing is you're hydrating those cells. You know how we get those little chicken skin underneath our eyes a little bit? Yeah. Completely diminishes those. And that's what's so nice, because it makes your makeup goes on so smooth. And then we've also got a hydration mist that again smells like peaches, and it's a setting spray. So you could set your makeup with it. Or it's just hydration throughout the day. You could just go on and spray it on just to refresh. So many amazing items. One of our biggest one though, for our older ladies and anybody who has habitually saggy under eyes, we have a product called 30-Second Miracle. It quite literally is a miracle for bags. You got literally this little tube is about this big. It's like $77, but it will last you for 5 to 6 months.
Wow.
Because you're using a pin tip droplet under your eye, and you're just barely patting it underneath your eyes. I have some ladies that put it in their 11s. I Botox or I zoom in those out, so I don't have those. But I've had ladies even who have like that smoker's line. I mean, every woman starts to get that because your collagen starts to go away. And even if you're not a smoker, you're going to get those lines. It's just what happens to women. I don't know why. I'm like, just like our necks and at the tops of our hands, I know. God is like playing a joke on us. I'm like giving us chicken skin under our necks and the tops of our hands. But that 30-Second Miracle is amazing. I have a before and after on one of my pages, and I put it under my eye, and I did a load of laundry, and I came back and took a picture of it, and I was like, wow, it's miraculous.
Yeah. You know, I think there's so many people that are like, oh, but I've been using the same thing and it works really well. Well, then your skin should look the best it ever looked. Oh no, my skin looks horrible. Then tell me again why you're still using that. I mean, it just, it's like the definition of insanity. You do the same thing over and expect a different result. It's like if you don't like your skin, or you feel like your skin is changing, or your hair, then why wouldn't you try something different? I think that's really cool that this company offers a way for just, you can actually just try it if you want to, or you can actually be a partner and could be an extra, revenue stream for women, which I think is super important, especially now. There's people that have lost their jobs, their businesses. I mean, this is the time really I think a lot of people have woke up and thought, you know what, I had all my eggs in one basket and I lost that basket.
And I've been reaching out like actively to nurses and actively to teachers, because I know this is such a hard position to be in right now. And they know, like, if I lose this, then that's everything. And, if you're going against your medical freedom to keep your job because you have no other option, I'm like, this can be an option. And guess what? A lot more nurses, a lot more teachers who also could benefit from this business. Some of the best people that I've got, my VIPs are people who are super busy. Real estate ladies love good hair and good skin. Yeah. They don't have time for the business. And, I write to them and I'm like, I love your real estate photos. And I know that you probably pride yourself in great skin and great hair. I would love to, send you some product and see if you like it. You get 100% money back guarantee in 30 days. That's pretty amazing.
Right. No, it is. And what does the company do, or for somebody that just wants, because you had mentioned some type of pack, if somebody just wants to try it, what can our listeners do just to try it without investing a bunch of money or paying this retail price just to try a
Right.
product? Is there something for them?
Well, I do have samples, and I'm not a fan of samples. I've never been, because I feel like you need like 3 or 4 samples to really get the benefits.
Sure.
And to be quite honest, buying a pack is going to be your best bet because you're getting 60% off. Now, if you want to just try it, we have sales every single Friday, and sometimes you could become a VIP customer for $50 because of the sales. So it really just depends on when you sign up. Like I tell people, hey, if you want to be a VIP, let's check out what Friday sale is, and then we'll sign you up. And that way you'll get the best benefit for the biggest bang for your buck. You're going to sign up and you're going to get the most product.
Right. And you said that if somebody decides that they want to be a partner, they don't have, they have to order every 30 to 60 days, but it's not an auto ship. So they're not automatically shipped whatever. And
right,
build for that, because I know some people are like, they're a big turnoff to that because
yes,
you forget, you may forget.
Right.
Like, oh
Totally.
gosh,
And then you get products that you're like, I don't need that. Yeah. And that's a problem too, is people will set up their flex ship and then they'll be like, oh, I forgot I didn't need that. Can we cancel? I'm like, yeah, just let me know. And the website is fantastic. Like it'll remind you 7 days prior to even your ship out, and it'll say, would you like to push your flex ship, or do you want to change what's in there so that whatever you run out of. And I love that, it gives you that guarantee.
Right. Yeah. It gives you that option. That's awesome. It really is definitely a company that you might want to look at, listeners, if this is something that you're wanting to do that is an extra revenue stream, or it may even be your main revenue stream, just depending on how much you like it and how much you're willing to hustle. There are some women that don't want to hustle. They already have a job and they're hustling with that job, but they just need that extra side. Or there may be those women that are listening that are just saying, you know what, I'm just not happy with my skincare any longer, because I will tell you, as a medical professional, your hormones change. And as you get older and you shift from your 30s to your 40s, 40s to 50s, 50s to 60s, your hormones are not the same. That's why God invented pellets. So we could take hormone pellets because your body changes. And over time, you're not producing the estrogen and the testosterone. Well, guess what? This affects your skin. And we'll start seeing that your face will get drier, or it might get oilier, or you may break out and go, oh my gosh, what just happened? I haven't broke out since I was 18 years old.
13, right.
13. And it's because of those hormone changes. That's just like when you get pregnant, your skin changes. What happens when women get pregnant? We glow. And it's not because you're pregnant, your body decides to glow. It's because of the hormone changes in your body.
Right.
That's the same thing that happens over time. So I think,
well, even weather changes. There's so many things that change a woman's skin and hair, and what you're ingesting. I talk about this really often with, Monat and I'll keep it up and I'll put it next to working out, and people go, well, I washed my hair for 2 weeks and I didn't notice. And I go, okay, so if you went to the gym for 2 weeks and you didn't notice a big difference, would you just stop working out? No, you stay consistent and you will see those results, but nothing is overnight. And that's why I love that they give 30 days, because I promise you, when you get to that 30th day, you're going to be in love, because you're going to see a substantial difference. You're going to see shinier hair. You're going to see clearer skin. You're going to see pores minimized if you are staying consistent and you are full money. And I tell people, give it a chance. If you're going to invest, give it the chance that it deserves for the 30 days. Use exclusively Monat. Don't use heavy chemical hairsprays and setting sprays and mousses and all of these other things that you're so used to using on your hair. And same with your skin. Don't use your favorite serum. Just give it the 30 days. If you hate it, again, you could return your empty bottles in that same box and get your money back. There is to have that kind of guarantee shows you how much they stand behind their products. And that's why I love this company so much, is that they do offer that, because it takes away this, the scared feeling. Cause I get a lot of people who are like, they have that buyer's remorse and they're like, oh, I don't know and I'm like, just try it, because guess what? Don't tell me you don't go into Target.
Mhm.
Everyone does it. And you might go for one or two things and you leave with $200 worth of crap you don't need.
Right.
Guess what? You
Yeah.
could invest in yourself and potentially have a business for that $200.
Well, you can spend $200 with the price of steak and meat now. You can spend
Oh,
$200 going to a restaurant with your husband and
easy.
getting steak dinners and a couple of glasses of champagne, which would be my
Right.
choice. And, and you'll walk out with $150, $200 bill, depending on where you went, you know? So you're
Right.
really thinking that's like a date night to start
Yeah.
a business. So I totally get it. And here's the thing, just like I told my husband when we started the CBD, not everybody understands about CBD. I've had people
Right.
say, oh, I tried CBD and it didn't work. Well, how long did you try it? Oh, I took it like for 3 days in a row. I'm like, oh my God, don't even talk to me right now because it's just ridiculous. I mean, we have a good night capsule.
Right.
People think they're going to take it twice and they're going to sleep great for the rest of their life. I'm like, no, you got to take it every night. And people just
Yeah.
don't get it. And those people we don't worry about. If you
Right.
take time to educate yourself and understand the benefits of CBD, then that's fine because we have a
Right.
whole line of customers that actually want to benefit from the CBD and they're constantly buying the same product every
Right.
other month because it works, and it's the same
Yeah.
with skincare and hair and, food, anything else that we do for our body. You have to be consistent, whether it be working
Yes.
out. My husband bought me a Peloton Christmas before last. Guess what? I didn't even start using that sucker until October, which was 10 months later. And I guess
Right.
I thought it was going to get me skinny sitting in my, room in there. Yeah. I call it my she shed because when my son moved, he
Right.
turned his bedroom into a closet. And my workout area is awesome.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually get on the thing and I thought something was going to happen for me. I mean, it's just stupid,
Right.
So I totally
They're like, it's all about intention.
yeah, it's all
I
about
got the
intention.
intention.
If I just look at that Peloton, it's gonna help me. No, it doesn't work like that. You actually
No.
consistent, get on the thing, and
Yeah.
it's consistency, just like with weight loss and toning
Yes.
and everything else. Well, you're beautiful, and I know that you've been using these products now for almost a year. So
Yeah.
you were beautiful before, but you know more than anybody what's working for you because you see
Yes.
every little crack in your face. We all do it.
Yes.
It's like, what, Sherry? What line? I'm like, don't you see it? It's right here. This
Right.
is me. And
Yes.
my husband cracks me up. He's like, I go, oh, I'm going to get my lashes done today. And he was like, I wouldn't even know if you got your lashes or you didn't get your lashes. I'm like, I bet you would if I didn't get them. He said, I'm telling you,
Right.
I don't give a crap about your lashes. But we
Right.
do, right?
Right.
It
But
makes
it's for ourselves. It is really for ourselves. But it feels good because guess what? Your confidence will radiate onto your,
right.
significant other. And that's another thing. When you get the confidence from, a product or, CBD, you have that relief, your demeanor changes. And that is what they notice. That is what your significant other notices, your demeanor and your energy, what energy you're putting up. You're not uncomfortable. You're not angry. You're not feeling like, dry. You're not feeling like you feel, that you look awful. Those things are all game changers. It may not be this specific like haircut or the hair color or the eyelashes or whatever it may be. They're not noticing that, but they'll notice the difference in how you feel and your energy that you're radiating towards them.
You're right. And they'll also notice if you win a trip to Punta Cana.
Yeah. That's how I got a Mo Man. I call Tito a Mo Man now because that's their term for when a man gets on board with Monat.
Yeah. He's hooked.
He was out there and he's talking to guys and he's like, babe, he's like, this guy's wife makes $100,000 a month. I'm like, I told you. I'm like, this is like real.
This is real stuff. He's like, yeah, I'll support you. What do you need me to do for the kids so you can get on the phone?
Oh yeah. He's like wearing his Mo Man shirt everywhere. I'm like, yeah, babe, you better rep it.
Oh, well, he needs to meet my husband because that would be mine. That he would be the same. He would be exactly the same.
Yes.
That's hilarious. So what are you going to do with your business? I know you're wanting to move out of California and you're wanting to join us down in the South in the Freeland.
Yeah.
because we love the free land. And so what do
Yes.
you do with your business? I mean, you can just kind of take it with you and
Yeah.
just maintain your team. Or is your team?
Well, and the nicest thing is that Monat is actually in Miami. So whenever they drop sales, I'll have them first. I don't have to wait 3 hours. I'm not going to be up at 5 a.m. here. And then the greatest thing is most of my team is all over. Like I've got California team, I've got Las Vegas team, I've got people in the Midwest, I've got somebody in New York. We've got people all over. I mean, we are a global company also. And one of the most important things is when people get invested into a company, the best time to join a company is when they're in a global expansion. And so far, we're in Poland, Ireland, UK, Canada, Spain, and we just launched in Australia.
Wow.
So to have all of those places, we can also have market partners in all of those places as well. So that, you have such a big, like, right now, if I were to sign someone in Australia, if I can get them to where I am in this company in the next 10 months, they will earn a share in the company in their country, which is huge because then you're getting a quarterly check just for the income from your country. That option and that having that available to new market partners in new countries is huge.
Now, does that work for as well as in the US? If you were to bring
So if I were to sign someone in Australia and they make market mentor, which is the 6th rank and it's mid rank, that's where you earn your car. In Australia, they get to earn a Range Rover. We earn a Cadillac, our first car. If I were to help build somebody and help their team get to that point, then I will also get a share. So I'll get a share of Australia and they get a share of Australia as well.
But if you were to recruit somebody here in the US and they made it to that level, do you get the same benefit or is it just?
No, so they've closed that. So it's the first year of launch in that country. So before this was Spain and Lithuania. So I'm looking forward to the next country that they launch because, it just gives you more time to build a team. And I've got a couple of teammates on my team who actually have Australian teammates. So I'm really excited for them to be able to build that.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know women from all over the world, which is so cool because this show has blessed me so much to be able to meet wonderful women like you and women all over the country. And I love it. It's just been been a blessing. It's something where I can share my story about my son and share my writings and my books. And so I created the journal to help people heal and to focus and basically, to the whole purpose and saying a description of my show is to reboot, regroup, and reinvent yourselves as women. And
Absolutely.
anytime you're going through any kind of struggle or challenges, obstacles, and pains, I believe that you can reinvent yourself and use your pain for purpose. And
yes.
and that's what I do. And I know that a lot of women that listen to my show, we have hundreds of thousands of listeners, and I've been blessed. Right now, we're in 28 countries. We just found that out.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
That's
we've been
fantastic.
downloaded in 28 countries. Some of them I never even heard of. What country is that? What is that close?
Like where?
But I think that is so cool because it's like, wow. I mean, because I do Friday Fire messages and I talk about the Bible and I talk about hope and gratitude and I do read scripture.
Yes.
I relate it to every day, not just have guests. I think that it makes me feel good. It heals me from the pains that I have gone through losing Bryant. And I know that it helps other people and heals them as well. So that's
Absolutely.
in this. And I know just like with this company, it's almost kind of like if you're like me, it's like almost a selfish feeling. You feel like you're being selfish because you get so much gratitude out of helping someone else feel better.
Yeah.
And that's what I've gotten out of this show. And I think that comes back to your character because I think women that are natural nourishers and really care for other people like to find things that they can share and help other women achieve their same status because it's about fixing each other's crown, right? When our crowns are crooked,
absolutely.
it's not about yanking the crown off the head so your light can shine. But I appreciate you so much. Now I want you to tell everybody where they can find you. And that way, if they have any questions or if they want to just go through a website, they're able to do that.
Well, you guys can find me. I'm primarily on Instagram, and it's at Amber Nichole Miller 2. And it's AmberNicholemiller and the number 2. The reason I have the number 2 is I actually lost my account last year in 2020 for talking about child trafficking, because that's another thing that's very near and dear to my heart. And I spread awareness and teach people how to talk to their children about online predators and those sort of things. So that is another thing that I do. You can actually find that in my bio. There's a link in my bio. You'll find Monat in there. You'll find my charity for child trafficking and human trafficking. And then you can find all of the information about the products. And you can also join my team and read my bio and how I started with the company. If you wanted a little bit more, that's all in the link in my bio. I have a Facebook I don't use often because I'm not allowed to use the Facebook app.
Why?
Facebook also, they're the reason why I no longer have my 90,000 verified account with Instagram.
They Amber.
I did. I got deleted. I got canceled off of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I got suspended off of indefinitely. Yes, I'm a troublemaker for talking about the truth. So how dare me? Yeah. But on Facebook, I couldn't have my name back. So I'm Amber Nichole Ortiz, which I will be this year anyways. So that's where you can find me.
Awesome. So you're getting married. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's great. And is there a particular—
I think that we're doing all those things they say are the biggest stressors in your life. And they say that planning a wedding, moving, and having a baby are the most stressful things in your life. And we got 3 new kittens. So I call that having a baby because I have to take care of those kittens, planning a wedding, and we're moving across the country. So I'm just piling it on top.
So you're going to be a cat lady.
I am. I'm like the crazy cat lady. Like one is sitting behind me right now.
Oh my gosh.
She has to sit behind me. I am now developing some kind of an allergic reaction because I'm like, I have to take Benadryl all of a sudden. I'm like, out of nowhere. I've had cats and dogs my entire life since I was a little kid. But again, all of these toxins and all these heavy metals that they're feeding us in our food and our water system and all of these other things, like women are getting so many different allergies. I'm now all of a sudden like having lactose issues. And I'm like, since when? I was like one of those people who could eat and drink anything and never allergic to anything besides seasonal allergies. And now it's like, you know, it's
welcome to the 40s and watch what happens in your 50s. Buckle your boots. If you got anything out of the show, you can take a screenshot, of course, and you can tag us both. We'd really appreciate it. And I'm sure that, you know, if you reach out to Amber, she'll be more than happy to answer your questions with the company and how to get started. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in all the way through Real Girl Talk Show. Make sure you subscribe anywhere you listen to podcasts. And if you happen to have iTunes, would you do me a favor and leave me a review on the show? I know you're going to leave me a 5-star, right? That's the way that I can reach more and more people around the world. Remember, whatever you wish to receive, you have to first give. And I know that you're the kind of person that wants to reach people all over the world and inspire them. You can copy this link and share it with your family and friends. Share it on social media. Remember, people need to be uplifted and inspired more than ever today. Thank you so much for being a part of Real Girl Talk community. And until next time, go after your dreams, create your vision, and truly be the person God intended you to be. Healthy, happy, whole, and full of life. Love you.